Eurovision fam, I guess I'm back. I got a new video. Alesia Michelle, I'm ready to go. Eurovision fam, are you ready for the show? Okay, you missed me. Okay, so it's been a minute since we've met. We're going to Tel Aviv. We know where Eurovision 2019 is gonna be. I'm just gonna jump right in because this is honestly one of my favorite videos to record. Yeah, this is one of my favorite videos to record. 10 things! 10 things that I don't want to see at Eurovision 2019. Let's get into it. Harajuku styling. Yes, Harajuku, Asian-inspired styling. I don't want to see it. Okay, sure, Netta won, and she had Harajuku styling. But that's part of it. She won. We did it. We saw it do well, I guess, in theory. So this year, yeah, I'm not really into seeing any Harajuku styling. Now, if the performer was like Asian and wanted to like, you know, show their roots or whatever, totally cool to have Harajuku styling. Let's mix it up this year. Number 2, bad host. Okay, it's like we already had to suffer in Kiev, and then this year they kind of did it to us again. Ugh. Okay, correction, maybe bad scripts for the host. The hosting was not as good as it could have been. I think we needed a little bit more chemistry. I think a lot of the jokes ended up falling a little bit flat or just being like super cheesy. And we also had 4 hosts too, and I would say I think you know, we would have just been fine with 2 or 3, or if you're in Sweden, 1, because Petra's amazing. I'm like, okay, we've had 2 years in a row of like hosting not being so like gelled, and you know, the chemistry being off, the jokes being off, the script being off. It just seemed awkward, and yeah, again, the hosts ended up to me being more like annoyances than actually like leaders of the show. And yeah, I wasn't really into the hosting this year, and most of it isn't necessarily the fault of the hosts themselves. It was the scripts that they were given. So yeah. So next year, Israel in Tel Aviv, I want some bomb hosts. Can you just get some people that are actually funny? Like maybe just hire like a comedian or something like that. Like, I mean, come on. I believe in you guys. You guys are going to put on a bomb show. Give us some good hosts, okay? Number 3. Now, number 3 is a tricky one. Because I think we had some good instances of this last year, and then we had some bad instances of this last year. And my number 3 is basically, I don't want to see the background folks really getting featured that much. In Netta's performance, honestly, I wish I could have seen the dancers more, you know what I mean? Like, because I think the dancers were cute, they popped, they were really, really featured in the music video, and then I felt like on stage, like, we had a lot of like wide shots, and we could have really honed in and focused on those dancers. So that's like a time when I wanted to see the dancers more. Then I would also say with Ireland, of course, I wanted the dancers actually to take a little bit more of an active role, because I just felt like they were telling a really great story, and it was sort of the best way of, in my opinion, interpreting that song on stage. And I think, you know, having the dancers there as much as it did really elevated the song in a super, super tough semi. But I think Ireland could have potentially done better if maybe they went like the Sia route and had the dance like focused. Alesia, I thought that this was 10 things you don't want to see at Eurovision 2019. Yes, this is. So now what I'm talking about now is the dancers being featured and the background singers being featured more than the performers themselves, when you can kind of tell that it's like an afterthought. Case in point, FYR Macedonia. Okay. First of all, we already know that Macedonia had one of the best songs last year. They really, really did. Now, of course, on semi-night, the vocal was not where it needed to be. But before that, even if the vocal was good, I still think the performance was hurt by the fact that they had so much focus on those background singers. So much focus on those background singers, and they really didn't even need to be there, present on the stage. You know what I'm saying? If you aren't giving your background singers and your dancers something to do, then we don't need them to be all out in the camera, smiling, dancing and stuff, because it's just pulling focus. That's all. Number 4, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that this one's gonna be a short one. I need the singers, the performers, the people who are there to do their job and not have the background singers doing their job for them. Let me say it again for the cheap seats in the back. I do not want to see any background singers singing for the lead singer. You get what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying? I don't think that I'm asking too much. I think that this is doable. Number 5, Alexander Rybak, however you pronounce it. I don't want to see Alexander from Norway on the stage next year at Eurovision 2019. I think we can all agree upon that. Number 6, not showcasing your country's population and culture. Look, this is the Eurovision Song Contest. And, I just feel like Europe has a really, really rich history. I think they have rich cultures. And me, as an American watching Eurovision, I love seeing countries on stage reflecting their culture in the way that they dress, in their vocalizations, sometimes in the language of the song, sometimes in the projections. Look, this is the Eurovision Song Contest. I want you to show up and be you. Number 7, this next one is kind of just like a personal of mine. And I'm just going to say that in the course of Eurovision history, especially in the most modern years, so let's just say the past 15 years, I feel like R&B music and hip-hop as a whole has either been done horribly or just is super, super derivative and annoying. Just not quite, how do I say this, that good. I want to hear a really good R&B song, and I want it to get its shine. I want to hear a good song, a good vocal, and then I want the juries to recognize that that song is dope and give it its shine. Give it some points. I want televoters at home to give it some shine. Give it some points. Yeah, I just feel like hip-hop and R&B are discounted when it comes to Eurovision, and even when it's done well, it's still, penalized. Honorable mention, I might add rock to this category. I think sometimes even when rock and roll music is done well or metal music is done well, it still kind of gets this posh put down a little bit, I think, compared to the other songs. I love pop music, I love dance music, but I do kind of feel like, look, it's the Eurovision Song Contest, not the Eurovision Pop Song Contest. It's not. And I just think it's time for juries and televoters to kind of broaden their horizons a little bit. Maybe not prejudge a song just because the genre might not be something that you personally listen to all the time. Number 8. Okay. Wide shots of the stage. The way to make a performance instantly look more expensive is to have tight camera angles and tight shots. It's really crazy because I felt like, Portugal was the host country last year, and we're in Portugal. The audience has a whole bunch of folks who are from Portugal. Why in that performance they didn't do more crowd shots was kind of crazy. That was actually crazy. But then it's a wide shot of the stage is totally less dynamic than a crowd shot. You know what I'm saying? So crowd shots, yes. Wide shots of the stage, 2 teeny tiny performers, all this stage and lights. Yeah, it doesn't really look good, and I think it always ends up taking away. I haven't really seen in modern years a wide shot of the stage that enhanced a performance. Now again, there's a difference between crowd shot and a wide shot of the stage. Crowd shot, dynamic, people moving around, doing stuff. The stage, the wide angle of a stage, teeny tiny performer, blank. Yeah. Over that. Number 9. Some of y'all are going to be upset about this, but I just want you to take the note take the note because I'm speaking from a place with love. I promise. My number 9 of my 10 things I don't want to see at Eurovision 2019. 10 things! I cannot with you Spanish Euro fans with your unrealistic standards, okay? Every year you think you're gonna win. Every year you think you're gonna win. Every year, no matter what the song is, you think you're gonna win. Guys, listen up. Wait. I know you are ready to comment on my page and tell me that I'm bullying or I'm being mean to you or I'm being unreasonable. Breathe in, breathe out. Now look, I think it is totally fine to have some spirit and root for your country. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But come on, you cannot possibly think that you are going to win every single year. And at this point, it's like you think you're going to win, and then where you actually come on the scoreboard is so low that you would think, the next year that you'd go, well, I really liked last year's song and it didn't do that well, so maybe I should mix it up, or maybe I should look a little bit more critically. Oh no. You go into the year with the same enthusiasm, the same unrealistic standards, and then stand up and think again that you are going to win. No. Honestly, I'm just jealous of the spirit, the country passion that you have. I'm jealous. I really am jealous. Because to have such blind love must be a beautiful thing. It must be a beautiful, beautiful thing. All right, it is my last thing of the 10 things I don't want to see at Eurovision 2019 in Tel Aviv, Israel. Dated songs. It's about to be 2019. And we're still getting songs that sound like 1995 on the Eurovision stage. And it's not fair. It's not fair to the singer. It's not fair to the performer because, they're not writing the song. Unless they're writing a dated song and then getting up there and singing it, then it is their fault. But yeah, it's just like, come on. Y'all know what hits. Y'all know what's a bop. Stop playing and bringing these songs that are old. They sound old. They don't sound new. It doesn't sound throwback. There's a difference between classic, throwback, and dated. And for those of y'all who don't know what it is, then maybe you shouldn't be writing songs. For real. For real. Because look, it's going to be 2019. Netta won with an amazing song that was so current, so fresh, so unique, so bomb. And you going to show up in Israel and give us something sounding like 96? Come on. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please, please. For me and you, because I want your country to do well. I really do, okay? But not with a song sounding like 85, okay? I can't. All right, well, that does it. But I can't be done yet. I've got 2 honorable mentions, so listen up. It's been such a long time since you've heard from me. So, I had to, make the video a little bit longer. I've missed you. Okay, I don't want to see in 2019 any comments on my YouTube page saying that styling doesn't matter. Like, for real. Stop it, because you're playing yourself. If you think that a performer can just wear whatever and get on stage and it's not going to have any type of effect on that overall performance. So please don't drop down in my comments and say that. Like, just don't. Just don't, because you're going to play yourself. Like, for real, because you're just saying something that is not accurate. So I hope that after the journey of last year, Eurovision 2018 in Portugal, that you have now realized that when I say that the styling is distracting me, that it might be distracting someone else too. Styling matters. The more you know. Lastly, bum notes. Singers, your job is simple. It is to be on the pitch and key and remember your lyrics. That's really your main job. If you forgot all your choreography and just stood in place, it would actually be okay. You just have to sing that song. And when you get on stage and you hit a bum note, or you crack, or you weren't saving your vocals because you was staying up late at Euro Club drinking, You embarrass yourself, you play yourself, and then you prove to us that you don't really have any business being on that stage, and you damn sure don't deserve any points. So, I don't want to see any bum notes. I don't want to see it. Well, that does it. Those are my 10 things that I don't want to see at Eurovision 2019. What are your 10 things? Or do you just have one or two? Talk to me in the comments below. You know what to do. This is a conversation. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hey, have you never watched my videos before? Welcome. Subscribe because I got more content coming for you because I'm excited for Eurovision 2019. Tel Aviv, Israel. What? Israel. What? Bye.